All right, welcome to second grade. We are your teachers of your beautiful students this year, and we are so excited to have them. So my name is Mrs. Allred. This is my second year teaching. And then Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily Romo. This will be my 6th year at El Dorado, but my first year in second grade.
I'm Rachel Clarissa, and this is my 4th year in second grade and my 5th year teaching.
Okay, so we'll get started with our schedule. This is second grade schedule. I'm not going to read it all to you. You're welcome to read it yourself, but we always start with social emotional. Just a few things to point out. Later on, we'll talk about there's been an adjustment to breakfast. We do have recess before lunch in second grade, and we have specials at the very end of the day. And we will pick students will walk in the building in the front doors when they first get here, but we will drop off at the flagpole if you are picking your students up, or once we have all our students picked up at the flagpole, we will then proceed to walk down to the Kiss and Go to drop off any students that are being picked up by their parents in the car lane. Then we'll go ahead and move on from our schedule and share with you just some of our classroom information, which is for behaviors. We constantly look for ways to celebrate positive behaviors and reward those positive behaviors. And so we do that by roar tickets. Your students are already very familiar with this if they were with us last year. If not, it is a little ticket that they can earn from their teacher or any teacher or staff member in the building to celebrate being caught doing something respectful, owning their actions, being safe, or being responsible. In each of our classrooms, we each have a treasure box that we will use for individual spontaneous rewards, and we each have a system in our classrooms where we do a whole class prize where they are earning points basically, and then they will be rewarded as a whole class. For communications, we will send out a second grade email newsletter once a week on Sunday mornings, and your students probably starting in September will start to receive their homework folders on Monday, and then they need to be returned by Friday, and these will just include anything returned work. We'll talk about homework in a minute, and but just know that those come home on Monday and they should be returned on Friday. And just our rule is to try to communication. If you send us an email, we are going to try to reply to you within 48 hours, for sure within 48 hours, mostly way sooner than that, but we also all have families and homes as well, and so it might just take us some time to get back to you. Then moving on, just for lunch snacks policy, we do 1 snack a day. And if your students will just make sure that the snack that they bring is no nuts, no candies, no sodas, nothing like that, just a healthy snack to help them, because we do have lunch rather early in our day, and so they're going to need that. And please bring them a water bottle. These kids, they're the most hydrated generation that I think I know of, and I'm so grateful for that. So if you can, make sure that they have a water bottle and 1 snack a day, that would be great. And just a reminder, no nuts, no candies. And then on their birthdays, they are welcome to share a treat with the class. That can be up to what you and your student want to share. If they want to share, we would love to help them in their celebration that day. And then as for arrival, this is our breakfast piece that has shifted a little bit from last year. So breakfast will be at 8:30 in the cafeteria, and students will need to be able to eat rather quickly and be back in the classroom by 8:40 to start instruction for the day. Our tardy bell does ring at 8:45, and again, dismissal we pick up at the flagpole by the front doors. But just a note on the breakfast, if your student, I think it would be great if you just have a conversation with your student. If they plan to eat breakfast at home, that's lovely. Just make sure they come straight to the classroom. But if they do plan to eat, just know it is a short time. That is their time to eat. And so you just might want to communicate that with them.
Before we go to the next slide, I also want to add that if we do have a lightning dismissal, you will be picking your student up at the specials classroom rather than our homeroom classroom. So typically at the flagpole, but if we have some kind of lightning dismissal, find us at art or PE or music.
All right, so some more information for you about homework. So for El Dorado, we're going to keep the policy of 20 minutes per night of reading. We are also going to start sending home in the homework folders just a one-page reading response sheet to what they're reading. That won't start until after Labor Day, so we have a few weeks to adjust. And there will be a reading log in the front of your folder just for you to know what book they're reading, and so that we know also what they're reading and what they're interested in, those fun things. For some extra fun, we decided we want to encourage some more reading by having a raffle. So if kids are reading, let's say, The Magic Tree House, and they finish it, on the back of your homework folder, we're going to put in a sheet where they can answer some questions just on a separate piece of notebook paper, and they turn it in. They can share it with the class. They can inspire other readers if they so wish, and we will put their name into a raffle. And each month we will pull out one name to have a teacher surprise with us. That could be more treasure box, that could be lunch with us. We'll talk about it. But again, that piece is optional. It's just to encourage some more reading and some more fun. Yeah. This year, we're going to continue with our Wonders curriculum for reading. So every day we will have a whole group, we will have small groups. So it's the same kind of format that you have seen the last 2 years. What's going to change a little bit more in second grade is not so much learning how to read, but more focusing on comprehension. Are they understanding what they're reading? So when we have conferences, you'll be hearing us talk a lot about comprehension. Okay, and then for writing, along with reading, we're going to, last year we started our SRSD framework, so it's just kind of helping us build the frame of, we start with a topic sentence, we have ideas, details, and we end with a conclusion. So they have seen it before. We're just going to build off of it, and we're going to add a lot more details to our writing, so by the end of the year, they will have a complete paragraph, and it's going to be beautiful, and we're going to love it. And we're going to focus on different types of writing as well.
Awesome. Okay, so in math, we use our Envision curriculum, which is really based on problem solving and real world problems for the students. The biggest topics we focus on in math for the majority of the year will be addition and subtraction with 3-digit numbers, up to 3-digit numbers with regrouping. And this is not, when the ways we teach them are new school ways, we like to say. So we will give parents information sheet as that comes around, so you can teach those same methods at home. We would prefer you continue to teach those methods rather than the old school traditional way, just so students are getting the same exposure both in school and at home. But in addition to addition and subtraction, we will also work on money, time, graphing, shapes, and more. Every couple weeks when we take a unit test, we will also be doing a timed addition and subtraction test. They start off very easy, so that students feel very successful, and they will get more challenging as we progress through the year. The expectation is by the end of second grade, students can solve 20 addition questions in 1 minute, of varied difficulty up to adding up to 20. When we send home a math test, it will come with a cover sheet. If you can sign that and return it, so that shows us that a parent saw the test and you guys checked it off with your student. At the bottom, we did provide you with a link here to go to the family support for each topic in Envision. Okay, social studies. So we're going to start this year with talking about communities, urban, rural, suburban, and we kind of pair that with the history of Highlands Ranch. And that's just a really great way for them to learn all about the community they live in and neighboring communities in Colorado. We will do a big geography and mapping section where they create their own pirate map later on. And in economics, we usually partner with Junior Achievement, which is a program that helps students realize how to save and spend and donate money and earn money. And it's a really great introduction to being wise financially. And then science. So we do have a science lab here at El Dorado. We will be utilizing that for a majority of our units in these topics. We have matter. We're learning about solids, liquids, and gases. We talk a lot about adaptations and habitats, how seeds move around and get from place to place, and a lot on landforms such as volcanoes and cliffs, how those form, how they are even made, and then being able to describe the different landforms.
If you are not already involved in the school in some shape or form and you are interested, PTO, our parent teacher organization, is amazing here at El Dorado. Dawn Lockwood is our PTO president. She is fantastic. But this little sheet and QR code will give you all the information you need to get involved in our school. And I would just highly suggest it if you aren't already. And thank you to those who already are. So that concludes our back to school virtual for second grade. And again, we are thrilled to be able to be a safe spot for your students here at El Dorado and in second grade on their journey.
Yeah, we will see you at supply drop-off and bring any questions you have for us then. All right, see you soon. We're so excited for this year.
All excited.
So excited.
Bye, guys.